For the first time since the Bachelor in Paradise sex scandal first came to light, some fans breathed a sigh of relief after Warner Brothers investigators determined that no sexual assault took place. But it turns out that Corinne Olympios' boyfriend, Jordan Gielczynski, isn't reassured that Warner Brothers determined that their own property hadn't engaged in any wrongdoing. For some reason, he's going to believe his girlfriend and multiple witnesses with whom he's spoken. Imagine. Jordan tells E! that he's standing by Corinne Olympios, and that previous rumors about his feelings were just speculation at best. Gielczynski: I have known Corinne for over 10 years, and as a friend or boyfriend, she will continue to receive my unwavering loyalty and support until I decide that there is a legitimate reason not to give it. That's pretty straightforward. And super honest. He's not claiming that he's going to be by her side until the end of time. He also speaks, very formally. Now, it could be that he went over his statement with an attorney or something, but some people just talk like that. Like, I did as a teenager. And then I realized that talking is about communication with others, and, since nobody else talked that way, I needed to adjust, and I did. But Jordan clearly hasn't. The rest of his statement is even more formal. Anything the public may perceive that is coming from me is pure speculation. There have been rumors flying around about how he felt, but he clearly doesn't believe that she cheated. It's not cheating if you didn't choose to do it, folks. He's still pretty careful with his words, which comes across a little stilted, but it's smart. Especially given the circumstances. There is an ongoing inquiry that must follow a course to its conclusion before I can fully comment. It sounds like he's talking about more than just the Warner Brothers investigation. I pay very little attention to the media and try to ignore all the conjecture surrounding my relationship with Corinne. The only two people who know the true disposition of our relationship is Corinne and I. He might be formal, but he's having some subject-verb agreement issues there at the end. Also, that sentence should definitely end with Corinne and me. Other than that, though, he seems to be a good guy when it counts. As in, his response to Corinne Olympios talking about being a victim isn't to break up with her or to join the people who are blaming her. There's so much that we don't know about what happened on the Bachelor in Paradise set. There's so much that Corinne Olympios herself doesn't know, and that's kind of the whole problem. We've seen no indications that Demario Jackson is responsible for what happened. He was, after all, apparently nearly as drunk as she was. Demario has been understandably very defensive ever since, as, given the unpleasant and ongoing history of racism in this country, some people may perceive him as some sort of predator. But if they were both too drunk to give consent, then the question of sexual assault is a lot more complicated. And potential finger-pointing might be directed at producers and crew members who might have encouraged the pool romp to take place in a misguided attempt for better ratings. If there really wasn't a sexual assault, then it's possible that the producer who reported what happened overreacted and then proceeded to mislead Corinne Olympios. We may end up getting more of the story as Corinne's lawyers conduct their own investigation. Or, at the very least, Corinne should learn more. In the meantime, Warner Brothers is apparently so confident that nothing horrible happened on their set that they're resuming filming of Bachelor in Paradise. We're assuming that, this time, the cast will be a little different. Frankly, some folks were looking forward to Corinne's antics. Before this upsetting story broke, that is. Because of the legally complicated situation, we don't know if they'll work contestants talking about the scandal into the show as a storyline. But we know that a lot of people will be tuned in just to catch a whiff of the pool sex romp aftermath.